Serengeti boys enter Zone 5 Champions Finals. Good evening, this is Capital News at 9:30. My name is Khadija Zimbwe. First, the national news. The President of the United Republic of Tanzania, Dr. John Pombe Magufuli, has revoked the letter issued on November 23, 2018 by the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology after receiving a directive from the Ministry of Home Affairs to heads of training colleges, community development colleges, universities and institutions under the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology. The President stated that the letter, which the heading "Accurate Use of the Flag, Emblem and National Anthem," gives a directive that affects patriotism and causes confusion in translation of colors and signs in the national flag. He has thus directed that the flag, emblem and national anthem continue to be used as had been before the letter, and called upon Tanzanians to continue to be patriots, love their country and advertise it wherever they, as long as they follow the laws and interests of the nation. Now, moving on, the Chief Justice of Tanzania, Professor Ibrahim Juma, has said that the court will not tolerate attorneys that have been going against the principles and procedures of lawyers, and said that as of now, they will be forced to register law officers and follow them closely. The Chief Justice said this when accepting new lawyers in Dar es Salaam.
Au kushindwa kuwa na ofisi.
Some advocates have no physical business address, which makes it hard for their clients and the court when it needs to deliver important case information. Very soon it will be mandatory for every advocate to register a physical business address from where he operates for easy access.
Postikodi ili aweze kufikiwa na mahakama.
Kwa wale watakaoajiriwa katika utumishi wa umma,
for those who will be employed in public service, I remind you to uphold cases of ethics governing public and government advocates.
Some residents of Mbozi district have come out to try and salvage a petrol-carrying vehicle that almost burnt down after catching on fire in the middle of the night at Makaburini area of Yangwa town, and asked that the government increases fire trucks in the region, which will strengthen the ability to cope with the fires on time, and that the one vehicle they currently have is not sufficient to reach rescue goals.
What has been failing us? You see, the vehicle had been burning for over 30 minutes until people started putting out the fire. The vehicle could have exploded, spreading the fire to neighboring houses. Those taking part in the rescue operation must not put their lives at risk, despite the fact that the fire brigade took a long time to arrive at the scene. In Songwe, we have 2 fire rescue departments. Indeed, there are still some challenges which the Commissioner General is seeking funds so as to improve the quality of service.
Over 400 residents of Madabala village in Mbawawa Kibaha ward, Coast Region, have asked the Minister of Land, Housing and Human Settlement Development through the Open Up campaign to go to their village and see the realities of the conflict created against the 2015 ruling from the Lands Court dismissing the request to move the residents from the village land.
An Arab was brought here whom we have never met before. The district commissioner doesn't know this place well, nor its history. So how can he be given this land? There were certain individuals whom we sent notification to, reminding them that this is not a farm and that they must not do agriculture. If they refuse, then their license will be revoked.
The Lupembe Health Center in Njombe district has lacked electricity supply for about a month now due to the fact that The center's transformer suffered a breakdown. In light of this crisis situation, it has been impossible to provide some important services at the center, such as testing and surgery, and sick people who go to the center from distant villages suffer a tremendous cost once they learn that they are unable to receive medical treatment.
Vile vitu vya muhimu sana ambavyo ni lazima.
It is only used on areas that must have electricity, so at night we stay in the dark if there is no emergency.
Changamoto ya vitendea kazi.
We store laboratory equipment in the refrigerator, which must be kept at a certain temperature. Now there is no electricity, it becomes a challenge.
Taarifa ambayo tulipata ni kwamba
we received information that the transporter, TIC2, we received information that the transformer had blown up. Measures have been taken to acquire a new transformer, which will be fixed tomorrow.
Tupate transformer nyingine.
Thousands of residents of Mwanza city have today suspended their activities for several hours just so that they could observe the endurance and preparatory training of the police officers of Mwanza region. The training exercise of the police officers is aimed at strengthening the level of security and safety on both dry land and in the seas of Mwanza region as the public holidays of Christmas and the New Year approach towards the end of this month. More than 200 police officers of various ranks, including officers and inspectors, took part in the training exercise, which is led by the Mwanza Regional Police Commander, Assistant Commissioner of Police, ACP Jonathan Shanna. The training exercise started at the police grounds in Mabatini, where police officers displayed their capabilities and readiness to tackle any incident of crime.
We are not supporting anyone who causes trouble. We shall not close our eyes and let anyone cause disturbance or peace. The police force is well prepared, so everyone should obey the law. It is forbidden for anyone to burn tires during Christmas, in the process damaging our roads. Honorable President of the Republic of Tanzania has done a lot to make sure our roads are tarmacked. Anyone who tries to cause trouble, then be informed that you will spend Christmas and New Year in prison.
Sumu haionjwi.
Over 12,000 who qualified to start Form 1 in 2019 in Simiyu region have not received placement to start school due to lack of classrooms. Out of 24,000 students who sat for the grade 7 national exams, over 12,000, which is 49% alone, were selected to join Form 1 in Simiyu region.
I urge municipal councils under the supervision of the district commissioners to work together with other education stakeholders to get school buildings ready and prepared to receive students selected to join Form 1 in 2019 without asking for contributions and tuition fees.
Nadhani hilo limeanza kupungua kwa maana ya kwamba
pass rate across the region has gone up. That is why now there is insufficient classrooms because most students are now passing.
The Inspector General of Police, IGP Simon Siro, has today promoted 38 police officers of various ranks to become corporals, surgeons, station sergeants due to the excellent police work that these officers have been doing. While he was attending the meeting of the Council of Police Officers that included police officers of various ranks in Mtwara region, IGP Siro called upon the officers to continue doing their work with professionalism and discipline.
Tutende haki na tuheshimu watu.
We must do justice and respect people. If an officer on duty respects people, this is a very big investment for your life. No matter what crime has been committed, be respectful. More so because you are a public servant.
Lakini kwa sababu sisi tunasema utii wa sheria bila shuruti, then mtu wa kwanza wa kutii sheria ni sisi.
Now, the Commissioner of Dar es Salaam region, Paul Makonda, has launched a vaccination campaign against illness which have not been prioritized, such as swollen feet, bilharzia and hookworms, as this illness seemed to pose great challenges in the society. As he was launching the vaccination campaign against those diseases for Dar es Salaam region, Mr. Paul Makonda called upon all those who suffer from the diseases to come out in bigger numbers so that they can be given the vaccines.
Na operation hii ni bure wananchi wa mkoa wa Dar es Salaam. Maana yake ni kwamba una sababu ya kujificha au kuogopa.
This is free. People of Dar es Salaam. So there is no reason to be afraid or to hide. Just know that if you are diagnosed, your government of President Magufuli has made sure that you will receive free treatment. This year we plan to operate for 1,000 people. I ask you not to hesitate to come forward. We have been receiving queries whether women are affected too. Yes, women are indeed affected. So I urge women to take the medication. Anyone from 5 years of age going up should. Even those with mental illness should take the medication too.
And that is the end of national news. International news follows next after the break. We'll be right back. International news tonight. Members of Parliament in Uganda have promised to oppose President Yoweri Museveni's recommendation to change Section 83 of the Constitution to give political parties the power and authority to kick out of Parliament MPs who do not respect and oppose the foundations of their parties when it goes to Parliament.
If you don't agree with the ones who sent you to Parliament,
iwapo hawafikiani na waliokutuma bungeni kwa kubadili vyama au kuendesha siasa,
and leave the ones who can, so as to stabilize democracy.
They can be disciplined.
Ni kweli wanaweza kutimuliwa, japo sioni umuhimu wa kubadili katiba.
The police in the Democratic Republic of Congo have caught youth from the group Lucha for protesting to demand for identifications to vote in Goma.
We protested so as to get our identity cards. To give us new identity cards. That is why we are on protest.
President Uhuru Kenyatta has completed his 2-day visit of the key state of opposition leader Raila Odinga in Nyanza. This visit was the first for the Kenyan elections, and the two were today gifted an honorary degree for uniting Kenyans.
I pledge to continue working strongly.
I pledge we continue working strongly so as we build Kenya with equity for all.
For international news, business news follows next.
Watch Business Edition as we talk to business leaders and experts in sectors that are transforming Tanzania's economy.
To be rich, I have to be a business person.
It's not an easy road at all.
People need to understand. You must quickly think, how cost effective are you going to be?
Business acts as a way in which it can bridge that gap.
Business Edition will keep you informed on latest developments in the financial sector, extractive industry, tourism, agriculture, energy, construction, and so much more. Meet entrepreneurs who create employment opportunities. Watch Business Edition on Friday at 8:15 p.m.
Welcome back, and in business news tonight. Tanzania Revenue Authority TRA has said that after 30 days it will take further disciplinary action against 143 customs companies that have deceptively sold goods in the country that were supposed to go sell out of the country after capturing a container in the country with goods that were meant to go to Zambia.
If they fail to bring us evidence that these goods were transported outside the country, then we will close down these companies. Secondly, we will recover our taxes through bond of security, which they are keeping through their insurance.
Now, Tanzania Trade Unions has said that the government's decision to permit 200 containers that were detained at the port of various reasons to be released without the 15% fine will help save entrepreneurs' capital, especially during this holiday season.
Kuonesha dhamira ya dhati kuisaidia sekta hii ifanye biashara zake kwa urahisi zaidi.
To do its business easily, so that they grow economically and the country's economy grow as well.
Na wakubwa wale ambao ni rasmi, lakini hata wafanyabiashara wasio rasmi ambao almaarufu kama machinga watatambulika kwa maana ya kufahamika, watakuwa na staha katika kufanya biashara zao, ili wale wenye nia ovu wasiweze kuharibia kwenye mazingira yao ya biashara.
Tanzania mobile company Tigo has gifted winners of the Giftishe Mamilioni at Tigo not only money, but they were also had the opportunity to travel on a chopper around various parts of Dar es Salaam.
Wa promotion yetu ya Giftishe Mamilioni.
Winners of our competition of the Giftishe Mamilioni with Tigo this season of holiday, they were able to get an opportunity to come ride this helicopter. When they called to tell me I was the winner for 10 million, I thought it was just a scam. I believed it after visiting the Tigo offices, and now I'm about to change my life. I'm grateful to Tigo for enabling me to ride this chopper. I'm a winner for 1 million through Tigo Giftishe.
And that is the end of business news. Sports news follows shortly.
Hi, my name is Kotaro Tokuda.
What's up? My name is Sean Garnier.
I'm John Barnes from Liverpool Football Club. The hip, hop, a hip it, the hip it, the hip, hip, hop it. Don't stop the rockin' to the bang bang boogie. Say up, jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie to beat. Now watch you here.
I'm watching Sports Gazette.
I'm watching Sport Gazette.
And you're watching Sports Gazette.
With Sebastian.
With Sebastian. Peace out.
Yes! And you can also watch Sports Gazette for highlights and interviews regarding sports. Do not miss Sports Gazette every Wednesday at 7 p.m. only on Capital Television.
And in sports news, the national under-17 soccer team Serengeti Boys has entered into the finals of the Zone 5 Championships in Botswana after beating Zambia 5-4 in a penalty shootout following ending the match at 1-1.
We missed the second penalty, they missed the second penalty, and then the game went on that way. You see, at the end of the day, yes, we are the winner of the semi-final, and we are going to make the final. But there's a lot actually to learn from this particular game, and we're going to take the positives and try to solve whatever challenge that we have seen in this particular game as we move forward toward the final. But again, toward the general preparation of our team.
It gave them the impetus to do even more in the first half. I think in the second half, it was our half. We have even won the game. I think in the last 9 minutes, we had maybe 2 or so chances, but couldn't take the chances. At the end of the day, penalty shootouts, it's anyone's game. Yeah.
The Ngorongoro National Open Athletics Championships have ended at the Sheikh Amri Abeid grounds in Arusha, with athletes from army forces showing great capabilities in the races.
This competition was meant to bring up new hidden talents and to strengthen the one which are already there. And it will be good if the competition were to be spread in other regions so as to also raise talents there as well.
Lakini vile vile mashindano hayo yatachagua vijana watakao kwenda Japan mwezi wa 4 hadi mwezi wa 5 kwa hisani ya shirikisho la riadha la Japan kumpitia mtu mmoja muhimu sana hapa Tanzania.
The preparations for the East Africa Universities Sports Association competition that are expected to begin in Dodoma are 100% complete and will involve over 50 university students from East African universities.
Nchi yetu kama nchi yetu, Dodoma ndio makao makuu.
In our country, Dodoma is the capital city, and these sports are being held in our very own capital. So we believe we won't bring shame to our country. We will make sure our universities, they are doing well in these competitions. Also, there is a law limiting age for a student who has reached 28 years old is not allowed to participate even if he is a student.
Chuo cha Dodoma kwa heshima kimekubali kupokea ugeni huu kwa niaba ya Tanzania.
The University of Dodoma has accepted to welcome this visit on behalf of the country, and we have all necessary arrangements so that our visitors compete in peace and harmony. And we assure them that everything is well set and ready for them.
The journey towards the coronation of the best performers in the CAF Awards 2018 gathers momentum with the announcement of the shortlist of the various categories today. Here's more on the story.
Listed nominees were decided by votes from the members of the CAF Technical and Development Committee. The final phase will involve votes from CAF media experts, legends, coaches of the quarter-finalists of the CAF Champions League and CAF Confederation Cup, and coaches and captains of the 54 member associations. The awards gala to honor footballers and officials who distinguished themselves during the year under review will be held on Tuesday, 8 January 2019 in Dakar, Senegal.
And Formula One, the quality of racing next year, according to Ross Brown. Here's more on the story.
F1's head of motorsport said he was optimistic changes to the cars for 2019 will enable drivers to race closer together and pass more easily. Until the cars run, we don't know what solutions or teams have made. But from predictions, we are achieving about 20% improvement, said the 64-year-old Braun. However, team says their research does not tally with Brown's predictions. Many say they're expecting a very small effect, if anything at all.
And the sports item ends our news bulletin. My name is Karija Zimbwe. Thank you for watching and good night.
Na habari za wakati huu, mtazamaji wa ITV, msikilizaji wa Radio 1 pamoja na msikilizaji wa Capital Radio, karibu katika malumbano ya hoja kwa siku hii ya leo, ambapo hii leo tutalumbana mada isemayo kuendelea kwa tatizo la rushwa ya ngono katika sekta mbalimbali. Je, jamii inawajibika? Kuendelea kwa tatizo la rushwa ya ngono katika sekta mbalimbali, je, jamii ibika? Ndio mada ambayo hii leo tumeweka mezani tukilumbana kwa hoja. Kila hoja ni hoja na unaruhusiwa kuunga mkono hoja kwa hoja, lakini unaruhusiwa kupinga hoja kwa hoja. Lakini pia nikwambie tu kupitia YouTube ITVTZ na Facebook ITVTZ pia unaweza kutupata mubashara haya ambayo yanaendelea hapa. Kuongoza malumbano ya hoja, mimi ni Maulidi Kambaye, mwenzangu ni Juma Capitaltvtz. Lakini kumbuka kwa ushirikiano mzuri kabisa wa Wizara ya Afya, Jamii, Jinsia, Wazee na Watoto. Naam Capitaltvtz.
Asante sana Maulidi Kambaya. Kama ilivyo ada, kipindi cha malumbano hoja kinakuwa na wachokoza mada, waongoza mada ambao wanakuwa pale mbele, wanatupa fursa kuweza kuchokoza mada, na si baadaye kama wachangiaji tulioko huko tunashiriki tunapata fursa na si kuunga mkono, kukataa, lakini kwa hoja, kwa mantiki ya hoja. Kipindi hiki cha rushwa pia vile vile kupitia Radio 1 pamoja na Capital Radio, ITV Super Brand Afrika Mashariki kwa mwaka wa 3 mfululizo. Tunashukuru sana kabisa. Meza kuu tunaye Tulibako Minga. Huyu ni afisa kutoka TAKUKURU, taasisi ya kuzuia na kupambana na rushwa hapa nchini Tanzania, TAKUKURU. Lakini tunaye pia Dr. Tatu Nyange. Huyu ni mwadhiri chuo cha kumbukumbu ya Mwalimu Julius Kambarage Nyerere. Tunaye Rashid, huyu ni mjumbe wa Secretariat ya Ulingo. Lakini pia vile vile tunaye